Tauranga is coming all the way down from Tauranga to film this. Okay, it's come that time of the night where Karen would like to say a few words and thank everybody for your coming. Oh, I mean, who do it? Anyway, this is the Karen George for you.
Can you hear me? I'm fine.
Karen doesn't like putting her mouth near things that look like that.
We can't help it, can we? Oh my god, this is just so overwhelming. I have to have my glasses on because I can see you all quite clearly, but I have to read this and I have to read them for this. Can you hear me all right? No!
Get your mouth closer to that round thing.
Don't punch it.
Karen, get rid of it.
Okay. Now, I've got a few pages here. Thank you to Marilyn. Where is she? Thank you, Marilyn. We killed a few trees, didn't print it on both sides, but that's okay. But anyway, first of all, I would like to thank you all for coming tonight. This is just so overwhelming how many of you made it here, especially in World Cup times, you know. And I think we should have a minute's silence for Australia. Sorry, my dear friend. I know that you so want them to win, but we love you still. Okay. Now this may take a while, and for people who like for me to get straight to the point, and Mr. Tony James down here, tough. Because I'm a George, and in true George fashion, this is going to take a while. So grab yourself a drink and make yourself at home because, yeah, it's going to take a while. Now I'd like to thank everybody honestly for coming. This is so warm. There's so many people, get rid of these. So many people that have just come from afar. It's just so overwhelming. I mean, there's people from Australia. I mean, there's my friends Carol and Ian. It was so, the commotion before was Carol and Ian. Carol and I go back a long way. She was through her that I went flatting basically. And we lived in the same block of flats, and they have been living in Australia for something like 10 years. Is that right, Carol? And I sent her an invitation just on the off chance that she'd be able to make it over. Not even dreaming that she would, but it'd be rude not to send her an invitation. Oh my God, they tuned in. It was just so overwhelming. So thank you so much for coming, because I know that you've just recently been to New Zealand. For a wedding, so this is really special that you've made the trip and that over. I really appreciate that. Other friends from Australia, Debbie and Dave, come all the way from Melbourne. Thank you so much. It's so great that you've done that. And Guy, all the way from Fielding.
Quite happy.
Without the bucket head, and people that would know about that a couple of weekends ago. I mean, there's my brother that's come up from Christchurch, thank you Brent, and it's just a pity that Jackie and the kids can't be here, but hey, you know, you're here and that's the main thing. My sister Diane from Stratford and her children, absolutely wonderful. They've been my little bridesmaids and page boys and flower girls and all that. Thank you so much, I really appreciate that. And Jim, it's just a pity that Jim couldn't make it, but we all know about those that are cockies, you know, you'll know about farming, you know, takes over your life, eh? Who else have I got? Hang on a minute, my glasses on. Nikki from Pepper Moa. This is a big thing for my friend Nikki because she doesn't venture much from the Bay of Plenty. Zone accounts, we've got a long way back. Fiona's come all the way from Auckland. Thank you, Fiona, I really appreciate that. We go a long way back too. We worked in 3 different places. Phil from Tauranga, he's the guy on the other end of the mic, of the camera in here. Thank you, Phil. Now, Margaret and Mark, my friend, another zone accounts person. It's unfortunate they couldn't be here tonight, but Mark's father passed away just not yesterday, day before, so they would have been here if they could have, so that's really unfortunate. But so we're thinking of Mark and Margaret at this time. Terry and Ian, Brian and Rochelle, now he's already gone. Brent and Julie, and also Francis, they've all come from Wellington, so hey, thank you. That's awesome. Kirsten and Craig, the Stratford, the Nacky people, you know. And not also forgetting David and Jackie that have come from Wonga Vegas. On a motorbike? On a motorbike? Yeah. We're all Yellow Page folk over here, so we go a long way back too. The next people I like to thank is the band. Thanks, guys. Now, Jamie didn't really want to do this. He had a bit of a dilemma because it's in Revival Corp, and then he had friends that were in Tom, and then he had Retro Express, and it's like, I don't want to do this. Just get a DJ or just get a jukebox, and it's like, sorry, but you don't have a dog and bark too. He could see the light, and thanks to Griffey who's here tonight. Thank you, Griffey, because this is really awesome, and I'm sure all of you would agree it's been a great night so far. Cheers, thank you. Now, next on my list is my friend of Little Helpers that were here today. So I've got Marilyn and Christine from Toyota. They are just the bomb. They have just helped me do all this table work in that here. It's just come together so nice. I said thank you very much. Really appreciate that. My friend Fran, she was here too, and she's just made this night awesome. There's Nikki, Shona, my brother Brent also came and helped me. Who else was here? Obviously anybody? See, it's a pain in the butt. When you turn to 50, you've got to wear glasses. Also, I'd like to thank the staff here at Willow Park, Fraser, Marie, and the people net behind the bar. Thank you so much, because and Amy, if it wasn't for you guys, you just make it work so well. So thank you so much. You make it easy. The food is fine. Okay. There's a number of my workmates here tonight, and this is like, sorry Tony and Jamie, this is a James thing because I don't like me waffling on, but this is how it is.
Too late.
But I have to say, there's a lot of my workmates here from my past and my present, and without you, this is what it's all about, eh? Now, I've been lucky enough to make some fantastic friends over my years, I can say that now because I'm 50, such as zone accounts. Now, I left school and started with zone accounts, and you make some really true blue friends in your lifetime. And as I've gone through the places that I've worked, that's what's exactly has happened. I've made some really true blue friends, and you're all here, so that's really great. But I have to acknowledge Margaret, who I can say that couldn't be here tonight. But there's Nikki, there's Shona, there's Leanne, there's Jock, there's Robin, there's Terry, and there's Francis. All zone accounts friends, and honestly we go way back, and it's just so neat that we can all get together. Now these girls, they've come to my 21st, some of them came to my 30th, most of them were, all of them were at my 40th, and now you're at my 50th, so look at my 60th. Absolutely. So that's awesome, thank you. Then I left there and was made redundant from there.
It's Sunday now, George. It's Sunday.
I don't care. Bring it up. Anyway, it's about me, Tony. My friend Fiona, who I mentioned before, who came all the way from Auckland, We've worked together in Simon Print, Keeling and Mundy and Yellow Pages, so we follow each other around. Moving on to Yellow Pages, this is my Yellow Page team over here. Whoa! So thank you to David, Brian, Kirsten and Helen who have come, and their partners or their husbands and wives. So it's really neat that you can come, I really appreciate that. Then there's my Twitter New Zealand mates. My current group mates. Thank you so much for being here. It's just, it's just overwhelming that you sort of make so many friends and everyone sort of comes in here. So I'm just honoured that I have had so many good people to work with, and I really appreciate you being here. Okay. Now I'm on to my in-laws. I don't officially have any, but Tony and Lorraine are my unofficial in-laws. Thank you for coming. It's just great to have you here, and it's good.
I asked a few times.
No.
I asked a few times.
Now, I'm not forgetting my aunts and my uncles and my cousins. Yeah, all of them. Thank you so much. It's great, no good waiting for funerals to get together. This is when you get together. And this is, us Georges, we just have fun when we get together, We've had a George reunion a few years ago, and we had such an awesome time, and we should do it more often. So thank you so much for coming. You're all great, and I really appreciate that. It's absolutely awesome. A few other people there's Micaiah and Alan who are like honorary family members. Can't see. Christine and Craig, thank you. Phil, etc. Yeah, thank you all so much. But last but not least, well, not actually last but not least, is Jamie.
I knew it was coming. Here we go.
So what can I say? No. We've been going out 17 years, and that's longer than most marriages will last these days.
What I say is the wheel's not broken, baby, don't break it. But it's scary because we're really getting on good lately, and Karen's actually made noises about moving in. Jeff, you probably noticed I've lost a little bit more hair in the last week or two.
Stop drinking!
But it's not about him, and actually he pissed me off again tonight, so before we got there, I thought, that is why I won't be with him.
Oh my God, I can breathe again.
But he's a very special person to me. He's been in my life for an awful long time, and over the years we have had our ups and downs, and we have had lots of ins and outs, and whatever. Jamie is what he will always be. But I thank you so much because he is also, though he can be a hard bastard sometimes and say the most callous of things, he's actually quite a sweetie. When you really get to know him, he's actually quite a sweetie.
She's very lucky,
He's a lucky.
I'm very lucky.
Anyway, moving on.
And Karen's been talking about training men for young guys.
Yeah. Okay, so just moving on, we'll get to the end, Tony, it's alright. Last but not least, there's a couple of people that I would have wished that they could have been here tonight, and there's always people that, that can't turn up for whatever reason, either that they can't make it or they're not actually here, that they've passed over, I guess, and that's two people would be one, my father. I wish that he could have been here tonight because he would have been here with bells on. And he would have been, he would have just loved this night. And the other person is Eunice, Jamie's mother.
But she would have been pissed by now.
She came to Jamie's 60th and she had an awesome time. So yeah, it's just, I believe that they can't be here, but, they're here in spirit, I do know that. So thank you to everybody. It's my family, my friends, my roommates. It's just overwhelming. Thank you all for the cards, the gifts that was non-gifts. Guys, got his hand up again. Oh, did he just sort of, no, yep. I really truly believe that people come into your life either for a reason, a season, or for a lifetime, and whatever that may be, why you're here, I don't care. It's just great that you're here, so thank you very much. So please have a good time. Continue on is not the end. I wasn't going to stop for supper. Supper has been continuous deliberately, so I don't want you to go. The music will continue. Well, I will, yeah. I will, hey Griff, where's Griff? I will cut. I will cut the cake. It's just supper cake. That's cool. So yeah, thank you all so much. Cheers.
Thanks, Rob. I want to say this is. It's actually great to do this for free for Karen. She's a very lucky girl because we have people with reputation and we don't want to do it for free. But it's a fabulous night and and I got to say, like a couple of years ago when I was 60, if you have a 60th, I think I'm going to be 73. I wouldn't be here. Griffin, can we do this when we're 73, buddy? Anyway, it's fabulous to play here because all you people that are here are very special to catch. And if you weren't, you wouldn't be here. So enjoy the night. And
shut up.
yeah, are we going to get married tomorrow or what? Anyway, good couple. We'll be back shortly with some more for you.